I'm so happy you joined me. I really hope that you find today's information useful. Some of it might be information you already know, but there may be some new bits there that could be helpful in saving money on your groceries. So before I officially get started, as always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would put your email address in the chat box. This is how I send you a post survey. And the post survey is designed to allow me to get your feedback on the presentation, see if it was helpful for you, and I can also get your suggestions if you have any for future trainings. So of course, I want to offer you all the best information that's going to be the most applicable to your situation. So your feedback is very important to me as your outreach specialist for Alabama Lifespan Respite. So today, we're going to talk about ways that you can save money at the grocery store because we all need to eat, right? And as you know, times at the checkout counter are getting a little bit more difficult because I don't know about you all, but it seems like I'm spending hundreds of dollars more now than I used to at the grocery store. So every little bit helps. So I'm going to go over some ways that you can use apps and rewards memberships and things like that that stores offer that can help you to save money, get some rebates. I found them very helpful in my experience as a mother, and most of my mothering career has been on one income, and it hasn't really been a great income. And so I'm just going to share with you what I know, what has helped for me. And of course, at the end, if anyone has any other tips or tricks or apps or websites or anything else that can be helpful for the group, I want you to share those because we don't know what we don't know, right? And so when we have these trainings, it's good to get feedback from everybody involved, not just me, because there's probably a lot of stuff that you all know about that I've never heard about. So I'm definitely want to have time for that in the end. So yes, thank you for putting your emails in the chat, and we'll just go ahead and get started. So the very first one I'm going to talk about is the Kroger Plus card. Most of you probably have heard of this. The Kroger Plus card has been a thing since, the dawn of time. Most of us have the little keychain, little scan, right? And so the Kroger Plus is really just a way for you to get additional savings. A lot of times they'll have sale prices that are only for people that have the Kroger Plus card. But another way that you can save with Kroger is by signing up for a digital account. And so for those of you who are maybe a little intimidated by apps and smartphones and things like that, I just want to assure you that it's a very simple process. There is, of course, a learning curve to all things. And so if you're not used to using apps, you may, need to give yourself some time to acclimate. But once you do, it really is a very useful tool, especially if you're like me and you carry your phone with you everywhere. You're never going to have to worry about, did I bring my coupons? Did I clip the right ones, right? It's all going to be right there on your phone. So a lot of these apps are going to operate in the same way. But with Kroger Plus, if you sign up for their membership online, because you can get the card in the store, but if you register your account and you start it, you can have access to a whole just hundreds and hundreds of digital coupons that you can clip digitally. And it's really easy once you download it. You just go through what you want, what sales sound good, and you clip them. My husband, he clips all of them because he's like, I never know what I'm actually going to get at the store. So he clips all of them. And typically for a family of 7, which is, my family, I've got, me, my husband, and my 5 children, doing the Kroger Plus coupon clipping, we can save a couple $100 each time we go to the store. So it really is worth it to get that downloaded and to get familiar with the app. So the average savings for a year of a family is about $567 a year. Which, you think about, well, maybe throughout a whole year, that's not a whole lot of money, but at the end of the year, if you have $600 extra that you didn't spend on groceries, I mean, hey, that's, maybe some new clothes if you need them, or maybe you can hire some more respite care, or maybe you can put that into your, rainy day fund. Okay, so it definitely does add up. So most information I got was straight off their website, and they say that it's easy to start saving when you sign up for a free membership and create a digital account. All you'll need is your name and address. And so it doesn't really require a lot of information from you, probably the same information that you would give, for any type of newsletter or anything that you would subscribe online. They don't ask you for any super personal information, just your phone number and your email address. And one thing I really like about having the Kroger Plus card is they save on fuel. So for every $11 you spend on groceries, you'll earn a fuel point. And for people like me, spending $11 over and over and over again at the grocery store, I mean, I'm leaving that grocery store spending, you know, $200-300. So it definitely does add up. And saving money on fuel, obviously, that's a necessity we all have. And I've had situations where I've gone in there and I have had $1 off a gallon. So, you know, gas is $2.99, I'm only paying $1.99. And so it does make a difference, especially if you do a lot of driving. Well, of course, you know the benefits of saving money on gas. So I don't have to spend too much time on that one. And then another one that I think is really great is the more you use the app, the more you clip your coupons, the better personalized the suggestions will be for you. So it kind of is very intuitive in that it'll see what you're purchasing the most often, and it will start to tailor the coupons that you get to your shopping habits, which I think is great. And so, of course, within the app, you can also create a grocery list, a grocery shopping list. You can look at your receipts. You can check your fuel points, all of that. And you can even preview the weekly ad early and plan out your savings. And you'll see as we go through that planning your grocery shopping trips is really key in saving you money. Because if you're like me, you'll go in that store not knowing what you're getting, then you just wander for 2 hours and then you end up with, you know, 13 boxes of donuts and you're like, what did I even come in here for? So it's great to have a plan when you go. So the next one we're going to do is Club Publix. Now, all these apps are ones that I've personally used myself. And so I found value in them. So you might not find value in them, especially if you don't shop at these stores, but this is just from my personal experience. And Club Publix is very similar to the Kroger Plus, where it is a free loyalty program that can offer you savings, convenience, and personalization to your shopping habits. So you'll get personalized communication and relevant savings, digital tools to make your shopping easier, and special perks for membership anniversaries, birthdays, and half birthdays. So a lot of times for me, they'll send me a voucher for a free sandwich at the deli, which is great because I love to eat, and free food always tastes better to me. So it's just a little thing that you can get, which isn't, you know, a make or break moment, but it definitely is an enticing perk for the Club Publix. And so again, of course, you're just going to download the app, clip your coupons digitally, and then when you go to checkout, just like with the Kroger Plus, that little kiosk or whatever that they have for you to scan your card or whatever, you just enter your phone number into that, and all of your digital coupons that are applicable will automatically be taken off, which I think is great because then it prevents you from having to carry a big coupon binder or envelope around. It's just all right there in your phone number already on your list. So it makes it very, very convenient to save money that way. So yes, so redeem digital coupons, just pay with the Publix app at the checkout if you want to, or you can enter your phone number at the register before completing your transaction. And I do want to make note that we're also with Publix and the Kroger Plus. You can order online, you can have it delivered through Instacart, you can have it, you can just go pick it up, and that makes a huge difference. I remember when I would do most of my grocery shopping and all my children were like under 10, having to go into the store and shop was just, ugh, you know. So being able to have the convenience of just picking up your order and not having to go into the store is great, especially if you're trying to save on time or you've got a loved one with you who maybe has mobility issues. You can just pull up into the parking lot, they'll bring it out to you, and then you can just go home. And it makes it really, really easy, less stress than typically going to the grocery store and walking the aisles. So now we're going to get into apps that are more about rebates rather than coupons. So if you haven't heard of Ibotta, I highly recommend you looking into it. So Ibotta is a cash back app that will help you save on groceries and lots of other things. So they partner with retailers like Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, Home Depot, Chewy, so you've got pets that you're ordering things for. And basically it's just a rebate. So you can scan or you can use the app for digital coupons and things like that, but you can also scan your receipts in, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. You just kind of take a picture of your receipt and it'll automatically give you rebates based on what you purchased. And once you've accrued, I think it's like $20, within 48 hours, you can deposit that into a PayPal or a Venmo account. So this is great because it's not even about clipping coupons or buying sales. It's just stuff you already buy that you'll get rebates for, that you'll get cash back for. And so it really is very simple because, you know, you don't have to think about it too much. It's just very intuitive. So how you earn through Ibotta's app is you download the app, and on the home screen, you can choose a retailer that you plan to shop. So if you're going to shop on Amazon, you click that. If you're going to shop at Kroger, you click that. And then there'll be a list of offers from that retailer that will come up, and you just tap whichever ones you want, and it'll automatically add it to your account. And then sometimes the deals require you to like watch a little video or take a poll, but most of them, they don't require any type of activity. And that way you can just get your rebate, get your coupon or whatever, and you don't have to do anything extra. Ibotta will also, you can just shop from that app. So it says find offers for products you plan to buy and save to your list. You shop for the groceries. So you can either do online grocery and delivery services, or you could shop in the store, and you can submit your receipt or link your account. And that's like a loyalty account. So if you're shopping at Kroger and you've got a loyalty account, you can link it with Ibotta and they'll automatically start giving you those rebates. And so once you hit $20, you can go ahead and just put that into your bank account, into a PayPal, or you can get a gift card. You can also shop from your computer. So you can, I'm not sure if you have to use a browser for this, like a specific extension, but you can shop online and it's pretty much the exact same process. You just check it out normally, buy normally, check it out normally, and then they'll take care of the cash back for you. So again, it's an additional step because you got to put it, you know, into the system. But once it's all set up, it just kind of runs automatically. As long as you're scanning those receipts in, you'll start getting that money. My husband would, you know, easily get $100 or more a month just through Ibotta by shopping for things we already shop for. So here you can add a browser extension. I am really not as educated on how that all works as my husband is because he does a lot of the shopping. But I know if you add an extension, and you do your shopping online, again, it just kind of takes over for you, so you don't have to think about it too much. So that's a really good rebate cashback kind of deal that you can do, and you don't have to seek out sales. You can just buy whatever you normally buy. The next one is Rakuten. And this is one where it actually just pays you to shop, which I think is really cool. So they partner with over 3,000 stores that we already know and love. And those stores will pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then they share the money with us as cash back. So here's how it works. Again, a lot of these work very similarly. So once you get one down, you can kind of just cross over to the next one. It makes it really easy. So you choose your favorite store, and you can start shopping with the Rakuten app, the browser extension, or you can just go to Rakuten.com, whatever you're most comfortable with. And you can choose from over 3,500 stores. And then you just normally shop and your cashback will add up. And then they'll email you when it's added to your account. So you can get cashback payment every 3 months, either by a check through the mail, or they can deposit it into your PayPal. And I think that's great too, because, you know, you kind of forget about it. And then in 3 months, you get kind of like a little bonus out of nowhere. And you're like, oh, wow, here's $50. And that's amazing. And this, again, you don't have to clip coupons. You don't have to search for sales. You're just doing your normal shopping, and you just get the rebates, which I think is great. So some pro tips on getting the most cash back with Rakuten. If you pick your favorite stores, you can get a personalized shopping experience. So that means that they'll let you know when there's extra cash back, when there's deals, when there's coupons, based on your shopping preferences. One thing that I have a hard time with is when you sign up for some of these things and then you're just constantly getting emails and it's taking over your inbox and it's just really obnoxious and most of the stuff doesn't even apply to you. So it's nice when you start getting these tailored sales to things that you're actually going to use and things that you actually want. You can shop in the store and get cash back. So if you link store offers to your credit card and pay with that card, you can earn in-store cash back. And if you refer your friends to Rakuten, you can get a cash bonus for every friend that signs up. And if you follow them on social media, they give shopping tips, sales, giveaways, things like that. And that's on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter if you're on any of those. Next is another loyalty card for Dollar General. I don't do a whole lot of shopping at Dollar General, but it is a very convenient place to go. Like if I'm swinging home from work and I need toilet paper or what have you. It's very similar to the Kroger and the Publix apps where you just add rewards to your wallet. You can clip the coupons that they have. They have digital coupons, and then you put your phone number in when you pay to register to track your progress. There may be some that require certain amounts that you have to purchase. So just make sure you're keeping an eye on what will qualify for that rebate or will qualify for that reward. And within 24 hours, you'll get that reward. And then you can reward it or redeem that reward on your next trip by entering your phone number at the registered. So the thing about Dollar General is you get the rebate to use on your next trip. And it's not like a cashback thing like Rakuten or whatever. It's just basically like in-store coupons or in-store rebates that you can use. Or not rebates, but in-store rewards that you can use. Next, we're going to talk about CVS. So I know a lot of us get prescriptions through CVS, a lot of personal care items through CVS, and it really is worth getting that extra care card. Again, it's a free loyalty program where you can accrue rewards and cash back. But you also get special sale prices and 2% back in extra bucks rewards on all your purchases. So whether you're getting prescriptions filled, where you're buying toothpaste, deodorant, sanitary pads, whatever, you'll get 2% cash back on all of that. And you can also opt in to earn up to $50 for filling prescriptions and getting flu shots or other vaccines, which I think is helpful because, as you all know, prescription prices are not getting any better. And oftentimes we're taking multiple prescriptions. And so even if you just get a little bit of money to offset the cost, it can really make a difference. And so you can also earn $2 of extra buck rewards for every 4 prescriptions that are filled. So again, $2 might not seem like a whole lot, but if you're getting multiple prescriptions every month, you can kind of guess how quickly that will accrue for you. Now, if you don't mind a subscription fee, there's actually the Extra Care Plus from CVS. So it's either $5 a month or $48 a year, and you can get all the benefits of the free program, the Extra Care Basic membership, but you will also get $10 monthly reward that can be used for anything that you want to purchase, as well as 20% off of the CVS brand health products. Free 1 to 2 day shipping on online orders, free same or next day delivery on pharmacy orders, which can be really helpful, especially if it's free and you can just have somebody bring you your prescriptions. And you can have access to a 24/7 pharmacist helpline. So again, this one isn't free. It's an additional $5 a month or $48 a year, but you can see with the benefits, the cost may be worth it because the rewards or the benefits will be greater than the cost per month, especially if you're getting a lot of prescriptions filled. So some other apps that we have, and I know I'm kind of rushing through this. I'm not trying to rush through it, but this is just the information I have and it's not taking very long. So these are some reward programs or some apps that I have not used, but they do come highly recommended from various resources online. And so I think it's worth mentioning them. And if anybody in the group today has had experience with any of these, I'd love to hear your feedback. So Fetch Rewards, my husband actually did use Fetch Rewards, and that's an app that allows you to earn points for sharing your receipts with them. So you don't have to pre-select items or clip coupons. They accept all receipts. And most receipts will pay 25 points, which equates to a few cents, but you can earn significantly more by purchasing from like sponsored brands and things like that. But if you're buying these products anyway, there's really no brand change required. And you can upload the same receipts to both Fetch Rewards and Ibotta. So if you've got both, you can use one receipt and get 2 points. And so the Fetch Rewards is great because you can just, any receipt, you just take a picture of it, just scan it, and then I think what they're doing is kind of trying to track shopping habits. I think that's what they're doing. It's like a marketing thing. But you get the points and it adds up. And again, you get that money back. And it just, it's free money because you're shopping anyway. Let's see, Crystal says that they use Fetch and Swagbucks. Awesome. Actually, I didn't put Swagbucks on here, so after I finish my information, maybe I'll get some info from you, Crystal, and I'll download that myself. Next is Fluz or Fluz, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but it is a true cashback app for groceries. So many other options will require you to complete like a small task, like a video or uploading a receipt. But using Fluz only takes a minute and it can save you as much as 4% at major supermarkets, including Kroger, Safeway, Whole Foods, and it can also be used for Instacart orders. So one note about Instacart, I think it's an amazing convenience resource, but typically if you're shopping through Instacart, the cost per item is going to be higher and you're not going to get those in-store sales in the same way. So just kind of weigh your pros and cons, you know, which resource are you trying to budget? Is it going to be your monetary resources or your time resources? Because sometimes you need to just, you know, prioritize your time and it's worth the cost a little bit more. And other times you have to prioritize your monetary resources and going to the store is worth it. So just a note on Instacart. And then Fluz works at more than 400 merchants, including retailers, restaurants, and more. So it's not just for groceries. The Shopkick app, you can link your debit or credit card to it, and you can earn points called kicks when you purchase eligible items and submit a copy of your receipt, which is, again, just typically scanning the barcode or taking a picture of it. And you can get, your points can be redeemed for gift cards from dozens of different retailers. And you can also walk into a specific store and start scanning barcodes of specific products, and that's supposed to give you kicks as well. Next, we've got Checkout 51, and that works at any grocery store. So again, you have to download the app. You can search for coupons and offers and add them to your account before you go shopping. And then when you're done, just open the app, mark the items that you purchased, and then upload a picture of your receipt. And then once the receipt is approved, which is usually almost instantly, your cashback will appear in your account. So again, it might take you another second or two to, you know, complete the requirements on the app, but you're getting money for shopping, which is always great. And then the Crazy Coupon Lady is an app that is like a one-stop shop for coupons. So this will show you coupons from circulars, from stores, from manufacturers, both as digital or printable. So you can do either one. And the app will send you new offers to your phone as it finds them, wherever it finds them. So you can just type in your zip code and it'll pull coupons and deals from your area, which is great because it's, you know, a lot of legwork. You know, if you look at those extreme couponing programs that were popular several years back, you know, it seems like they took a whole day just to organize their coupons. And, you know, as well as I do, you don't have a whole day to do coupons. So I think that could be a very useful app because it does that hard work for you. But it also offers tutorials and videos to kind of teach you, if you're new to coupon, how to optimize your savings. So if you're intimidated by the idea of couponing, or you don't understand or don't really see the value in it, watching those tutorials can give you a lot of information on that. And Crystal says, Upside is great for cashback on gas too. Thanks for the tip, Crystal. I'll have to look that up. All right. So now I'm going to get into some couponing tips and tricks. I'll just be honest with you, couponing to me is such a drag. It's boring. And so I don't like to do it, but I do like saving money and having a little bit of guidance or a framework on how to maximize your efforts will, of course, encourage you to continue to do these things to save you some money. So couponing do's, combine coupons with cashback reward apps. Right? Pretty self-explanatory. So coupons will usually provide a percent discount or a dollar off amount to let you save. But if you want to see even more on your weekly groceries, you can use cashback reward apps and earn rebates for buying certain products. So just like searching for coupons, you can research rebate opportunities before heading to the store or download one of those apps that does it for you. And you can earn cash back on the products that you're going to buy anyway. So of course, there's nothing wrong with using paper coupons or mobile coupon apps. It's just if that's all you have time for. But if you want to save even more, it's worth trying cashback reward apps along with your couponing efforts. So if you've got your Kroger Plus card, you've downloaded your digital apps, and then you can upload that Kroger or the digital coupons that you save, and then you upload that same receipt to Ibotta or Fetch, then you're getting even more rebates on that. So it's like that combining, you're getting more bang for your buck. Do sign up for store savings cards like we talked about. Those are the reward cards at the stores where you shop, and you can get additional savings in the form of reward points or discounts. And then some loyalty programs will send additional coupons in the mail. And reward cards can also help you learn more with like Ibotta, since you connect cards to retailers from like Kroger and things like that. So once you connect a card, Ibotta will automatically deduct or detect whether your purchase qualifies for cashback and they pay you, right? Do know your store's coupon policy. There's nothing more frustrating than getting to the checkout counter and realizing that you've mistaken or misunderstood their policy, and then you don't get the savings that you're hoping for. So knowing your retail or store's coupon policy makes it easier for you. It makes it easier on the poor clerk who's trying to scan everything in for you. And you can also ask, does that grocery store double coupons? Do they price match, right? I know Publix will price match for Kroger ads, I believe. And so if you've got a better price somewhere else, they'll match it. And some of them will even accept competitor coupons. Some stores will give you rain checks if there's something on sale and it's out of stock. However, on a personal note, the Publix by my house, once the pandemic hit and we couldn't find toilet paper anywhere, things like that, there were supply issues, they did stop giving rain checks. So just make sure that your specific store that you're shopping at offers rain checks if that's what you're looking for. Grocery stores and general retailers like Walmart and Target outline their coupon rules on their websites. So it just takes a little bit of effort to find out, what rules you need to stick to and how they apply. Let's see here, we got some more information. Angela says, I use Fetch, inboxdollars.com, Publix, and Winn-Dixie BOGOs, CVS, Walgreens, Big Lots, Ollie's. Yes, wonderful. And then Crystal says, some libraries hold classes and meetings teaching folks how to coupon and maximize savings. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. I might have to go check that out too. Well, I'll send my husband because I hate couponing. Okay, let's see here. Okay, stacking coupons. That's important too. So stacking a coupon is combining a coupon with a store sale. Of course, you don't have to limit yourself to just stacking coupons with sale prices. Stores like Dollar General and Target will let you stack a manufacturer's coupon and a store coupon to save more. And this is a trick that my husband uses all the time. And I say my husband because he does my grocery shopping, because that's just, he likes to do it and he's good at it, and go ahead and do it. But he'll take, if he's getting like toothpaste, Colgate toothpaste, and it's on sale at Kroger, $1 off. And then he's also got a toothpaste coupon, which is another $1 off. And so he's getting $2 off on that one item. And so a lot of coupons will let you coupon stack in that way. Some stores won't though. So you have to make sure you know what you're doing before you get in there. So here's an example. If Target has Planters peanuts on sale for $2, you can use a $1 Target coupon for Planters products and a $1 Planters manufacturer's coupon to score a free can of peanuts. You can find store coupons online or in your favorite store's weekly flyers. And if you can't get something for free, try stacking coupons with store sales and apps like Ibotta to maximize your savings. And so an example for that would be if there's a 50% off clearance sale on a $3.99 Red Baron pepperoni pizza, bringing that price down to $2. But if you have a $1 manufacturer coupon, the price is just $1. But then Ibotta offers you a 75-cent rebate on the same pizza, so you only pay 25 cents for that pizza. So of course, these are things that you'll kind of have to learn as you do it, but it doesn't take a lot of time to figure that out and to do that dance. And then, you go from a $4 purchase to a 25-cent purchase, and you do that over and over and over again. You're saving a lot right there. Next, do get in and get out. Know what you plan to buy before you go to the store and stick to your shopping list. Like I mentioned earlier, I get caught in the grocery store with their marketing ploys, and I always end up spending way more money than I planned on it. So getting in, getting the deals, and getting out is a really good rule to follow. You can also shop during less busy grocery shopping hours, like during the week or at night. And so that will make your trip faster than battling the weekend crowds. And I'm guilty of this, where I'll go to check out, I see the line's too long, and I'm just going to wait, and I'll wander around the store and just keep adding crap to my cart that I don't need. So I'm really bad about it, which is probably why my husband took over shopping for me, because I spend way too much money at the grocery store. But that's okay. That works. We're a team, so it's okay. So let's go to the couponing don'ts. Don't shop without a meal plan. So this is a good suggestion, but I also know that flexibility is just part of where we are and what we have to do. And so if you have a meal plan, great, follow it, but also make sure that you're okay and you got some wiggle room to make adjustments if you need to. So shopping with the meal plan is often an overlooked couponing tip, but it is a crucial one if you want to save any money. If you don't have a plan to use the products that you're buying each week, you're going to be more likely to waste food. So this is also a good idea to think about. Just shop for what you actually want. Don't shop for what's on sale, because you could get a really good deal on something that you're never going to use. But getting the good deal isn't the point. Getting the good deal and getting stuff you need is the point, right? So a meal plan can be helpful in that regard. Next, don't use a coupon on a full price product. I think this is a cardinal rule for couponing. So if you use $1 off coupon on a full price 2-pack of Slim Fast for $5.68, you'll pay $2.34 per beverage. But if you wait until it goes on sale, you can save even more money. So if Slim Fast goes on sale for 20% off, you can buy 2 drinks for $4.54. Use your coupon and pay $3.54 or $1.77 each, and that means you're saving nearly 40% on your purchase. Okay, so coupons are good, but they can be great if you use a little bit of strategy. And so using a coupon on a full price item, like you said, you could save 50 cents, or you can maximize it by adding these other things, waiting for it to go on sale, using the rebate apps. Okay, so it just maximizes those savings. Don't buy something just because it's on sale. Sale prices can trick you into buying something you don't typically use just because it's a great deal. So if you use coupons without thinking, you will inevitably buy things that are a waste of money or products that expire before you can use them. So jumping on every great deal out there will significantly lighten your wallet, and it defeats the whole purpose of couponing. So, but that being said, if you find a fantastic deal on something that you can donate, there's really nothing wrong with couponing for charity, and a lot of people will do that. The next tip is don't be brand loyal. I think this is very important because you might have a favorite, but any brand will feed you, right? So it doesn't matter if you're buying Ragu or Prego spaghetti sauce, or if you're using Skippy or Jif. So whichever one that you can get the cheapest using your coupons, that's the one you should buy. So of course, many people start couponing because of a major life event like a job loss or pregnancy, or if they're in too much debt. And so those aren't really the times to be brand loyal. So if you're needing to save money, you're going to need to, you can't pass on deals because you prefer a specific brand. And sometimes the cheapest bet is to go with the store brand, even if it means passing up on a coupon sale for another brand. This has happened a lot of times where, maybe Keebler cookies are on sale, but it's still with the sale, they're not as cheap as, the Publix brand cookies, which taste the same. And I know that not all generics are created equal, but a tip that I can tell you from personal experience, the Kroger brand is often made by the manufacturer. They just put it in a different box and they charge you less, but it's the same. Like Kroger brand mac and cheese is the same as Kraft mac and cheese. A lot of them are produced in the same places. So, of course, I'm not a big fan of Great Value brand. It's not usually the same as the name brand, but some of them are. So just keep that in mind. Next, don't use every coupon. So some coupons don't represent real savings. So an example would be a coupon for 50 cents off 2 boxes of brand name cereal doesn't really result in a whole lot of savings. So it's only 25 cents off of each box. And even during a good sale, the coupon might not take the total price down to a better deal than the store brand. So you can either wait for a better coupon or another sale, right? And sometimes you have a good coupon that's nearing the expiration date, but no sales on the goods that you need. So just let those expire. You don't have to use the coupons, especially if you have to buy a brand name at full price to do so. So couponing, of course, is about saving money and not getting good deals on name brand products. Okay. So here's a few more tips and tricks. So of course, you might want to check with department managers to make sure about the timeline, but this is what is basically stated on the websites that I saw But of course, you always want to double check and make sure. I don't want to give you misleading information because every store isn't going to have the same policy. So Publix will have 2 weekly ads. Ads effective Wednesday through Tuesday will post around midnight on Wednesday morning. And ads effective Thursday through Wednesday will post about midnight on Thursday morning. So I don't know if you're up at midnight checking coupons, but if you are, that's when they post. And Kroger ads will run from Tuesday to Wednesday, starting at midnight on Wednesday. And another good tip, because I know for me, the biggest hit I take at the grocery store on food is for my proteins and my produce, right? Anything fresh is going to cost you more. Anything that is good for you is going to cost you more. And so I will often buy the discounted meat. And the discounted meat is still good. It's not spoiled or anything like that, but it is just a little closer to the expiration date. And so they try to move it out so that they don't have to throw it away. Okay. So Kroger will mark down their meats on Wednesdays. So if you get there Wednesday morning, you'll probably see somebody from the butcher marking meats down, and you can save a significant amount of money just by shopping in that space. Walmart locations will mark down grocery products like meat on Sunday evening or on Monday morning. And if you buy meats on sale or in bulk, it'll save you money in the long run. So if you have a shopper's card or membership to Costco or to BJ's or to Walmart, it might seem kind of crazy to buy, 16 pounds of chicken if it's just you and your spouse or you and your child or whatever, if you have a smaller family. But what I would always do is I would buy that in bulk and then I would portion it out into freezer bags and I would just freeze it. Or if I bought meat, as close to its expiration date, if you freeze it, you still have time to use it. And so if you buy something that's on a good sale like meat, freezing it is a great way to make those dollars stretch until the next sale when you can restock. Oop, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Ah, sorry. Okay. And so as far as cooking is concerned, so this is where I really shine. My husband's good at doing the grocery shopping, and I'm good at making something delicious out of whatever he brings home. So you can make your protein or your meats stretch by making casseroles, soups or stews, and salad. A lot of times people kind of get hung up on having a protein, chunk of meat, a vegetable, and a starch. You can make your meat stretch by doing casseroles and things like that. So an example would be for my family, if everyone got a chicken breast for dinner, that's 7 chicken breasts, right? But if I make a soup or chicken soup, I'm only using 3 or 4. So I'm cutting my meat consumption in half, but I'm still making nutritional food for my family. So they're still getting that protein, but they don't have to eat, a 5-ounce piece of chicken to get it. Adding beans to appropriate dishes is another way to enhance that protein consumption. So a lot of times if I'm making tacos, instead of adding just ground beef or ground turkey, I'll add half meat and half beans because you're getting that protein, and it's usually like black beans or something that makes sense, flavor wise. You don't want to just add any old beans into your food, use your common sense. But that's another way that you can continue to have the same amount of protein in your meals, but you're not having that added cost of the protein from the meat, because canned beans are way cheaper than chicken or beef, right? And then frozen and canned fruits and vegetables are often more affordable than fresh, and that also applies to frozen meats. And of course, you may have a flavor preference, but if you're really trying to hunker down and still get that nutritional value and still be able to save money, consider the frozen or the canned options. I will often use those, even just if I'm making soups or if I'm making a casserole, to add a pack of, frozen corn or peas or whatever into something. It doesn't take a lot of time or effort, and it does, it tastes good, and you're getting that, the nutrient-rich content that you're looking for. And on that note, limiting your snacks and choosing nutrient foods. Processed and convenience foods are not usually cost effective in the long run. So, a bag of Cheetos is probably less expensive than, a bag of apples, but you just remind yourself that food is fuel And if you're looking to fuel your body effectively, you want to try to make sure the foods you're choosing are nutrient rich. So that would be, your produce, whether it's fresh, frozen, or canned, your meats, fresh, frozen, or canned. It doesn't have to be the junk foods that have no nutritional value. And I'm not saying you can't buy those things. Obviously, we all like Cheetos, but don't fill up your whole basket of food that's not going to really be able to sustain you and give you the benefits of eating food, right? Which is energy and all that good stuff. Next, when purchasing fresh meats and produce, limit your food and your money waste by purchasing only what you're going to use or what you can freeze. I know Publix will often have sales on strawberries where it's like 2 for $5. And so I go in there and I buy a bunch of cartons of strawberries. And then by the end of the week, I'm throwing 2 of them in the garbage. So just be mindful with how much you can consume and how much you can preserve through freezing. And again, like the tips were saying, just because it's on sale doesn't mean you have to buy out the whole shelf. Just buy what you're going to use. And then little side notes here, beef is going to typically be your most expensive protein. And so you can use ground turkey in a lot of dishes that require beef. One way that I church up my turkey to make it taste like beef is I will add the Worcestershire sauce and like some beef bouillon, and that makes it taste like beef. And so I like it better, but I have high cholesterol, so I don't get to eat it as often. So that's just a little trick that I uncovered over the years. And pork will typically be your least expensive protein. So that's another way that you can save money and still get protein. But of course, cured pork like bacon and ham should be consumed sparingly for your health. So those are all the tips that I have for now. I didn't want to overwhelm you too much. And I know I did give you a lot of different apps and things like that. So when you get your survey from me today to fill out, I'll try to add some of this information into the email with some links so that you can do your own research and kind of look around and see what would be best applicable for your situation. Some of you might see this information and think, I don't need that. It's not good. It's not going to do anything for me. And that's okay. But there might be some of you who think that, 1 or 2 of these apps might be worth adding into your routine to just see if you can save a few dollars here and there. Because like I said, it all adds up and it all helps. So I'll stop sharing my screen. We've got about 15 minutes left. And I'll check the chat to see if anybody's added any more comments. And if anybody has anything that they want to share, any ways that they've discovered to save money on groceries or shopping in general, I think we'd all be interested to hear any tips that I did not cover today. So if you want to, you can put it in the chat. You can unmute, send me a messenger pigeon, whatever you need to do, and we'll share what we know with each other. All right, so Shirley asked, will we get a copy of the presentation today? Great and much needed info for me, thank you. Again, always the presentations are posted online, but I will add some info for you in this post-survey email that I send you. And again, if you're not comfortable using apps on the smartphone and all that, that's totally okay. A lot of these resources, you can just use your computer, your desktop computer for if that's more comfortable for you. And like with the loyalty cards and things like that, you don't have to necessarily clip their digital coupons and still make it worth getting because again, they're free. And a lot of times they'll have in-store sales or in-store deals that are applicable and all you got to do is scan your card at the register. So it's still worth looking into whether you use the apps or not. So if there's no information left to share, I will give you all a heads up on what's coming down the pipeline for us in training. On the 29th, so next Friday, I'm going to be going over hiring a respite provider 101. And this is really just coming from a PDF kind of pamphlet that we have with some tips on, what looking for a respite provider would entail, hiring tips, things like that. And that is our education opportunity or education stipend opportunity for March. So you can sign up with us, register if you haven't already, attend the training, and then you can get a $25 stipend for attending that training. And then on the 5th of April, so we're already getting that close to the end of the month, I'm going to revisit a training I did when I first started here with this job, and that's talking about avoiding caregiver resentment. I'm going to add a little bit more information to that. So if you've already seen it, there may be some additional information that you can glean from that, and join us on that. I would really appreciate it. And on the 12th, I'm going to do a presentation called The Pursuit of Happiness. I just, for my own personal experience with all the things going on in the world today, it can be kind of difficult, or I should say maybe a little tricky, to feel happy, to pursue that happiness. And so I kind of wanted to give you all some encouragement on how to be happy even when the world seems like it's falling apart. And then on the 18th, which is a Thursday, I'm going to do a training on the benefits of having a spiritual practice, whether it's a religion or a personal spirituality or a secular ritual that you do. I want to talk about the scientific and neurological benefits of that spiritual practice. I'm not trying to convert or indoctrinate anybody. It'll be a very straightforward presentation. And then on the 30th, I'm going to talk about our Caregiver Wellness Initiative for anybody who's interested in getting more information and asking questions on that. So are there any comments or insights that anyone wants to share before we close today? I don't want to make anyone feel on the spot, but also don't want to rush anybody off if they've got something to add.
On the 18 and 30, that'd be at 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. And I will be sending out our newsletter next week. So I'll have all those dates listed for you so you don't have to remember. And I also found out a way to make the newsletter clickable. So if you can click on, you can register straight from there. So it should make it a little easier for everybody. All right, everyone. Well, if there's nothing else to be said or done, I'll go ahead and close for the day. I do appreciate you joining me. And I do hope this was information that you could use. Times are tough for most of us. And so anytime I can make that journey a little easier for you, I'm happy to do so. And again, if you need me for any supports, if you need to schedule a care chat, if you just want to call in, vent and cry and scream, that's totally okay. I'm here for you. Just let me know and we'll schedule a time for that. So enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. It's supposed to be sunny, at least here in Huntsville. So I hope you all get some sunshine. Take care of yourselves, get some rest, and I will see you all next week. Bye, everybody.